So I watched this video, and I hope you can hear it now, where they find like fossils from actual body parts in South Africa, morphosized into stone. And it's amazing because these body parts are from giants and creatures that was huge and we have no idea of. Okay, that's why I guess they invaded. They want to invade or whatever because portals are existing too, and we don't know where they are. They guard them or whatever. So that's why they invaded Afghanistan and shit because they know what is there at this ancient technology, but it's not. They used it differently back then, and they could access. I guess they could access the fourth dimension back then. Today is different, of course. Today everything is with electricity and shit. I don't even think they need these cell phone towers. I'm not even sure about that. Okay, you have to receive it somehow to get a picture, I guess. Okay, that was different, I guess. So now they can control it and have like data from it. And back then maybe they just used it. They had access to it and could use it. Okay, so there were like cutting marks and shit. And what they did like stone altars or like stone formations with it. Okay, with these morphosized stones that are actually out of flesh. Humans, I don't know exactly, but they are like they are fossils. They have DNA in them, so they're not just stones. So they had these energy altars. I don't know, formations. That where the energy that emits from the earth and the sounds are very powerful, and that's how they use R&M. But now it's like technology, like technologized. I don't know how to say it. Back then, you could access it, I guess, or whatever. So it's so interesting. So like there were giants, and they got like hacked. Like maybe these are our ancestors. And maybe there is like reptilians or something that invade us from this other dimension. Maybe it's not just these bloodlines. Maybe these bloodlines are something different. And it's so interesting. Sometimes you have to open up yourself again, like to new things, because sometimes you think you know it all, and no, this is bullcrap. But this is like actual DNA from these stones, and it's so fucking interesting. It's not funny. That is something that interests me very much. So we were bigger and shit, and I guess that's why they could have like grown so big, maybe because they got older. They got older, and they could access this energy field without collapsing, like, or how could you say it, like um, the air was different, the animals, like, just imagine that. Just look at the time we are living in now. I know they got this sacrificial shit going on, and they did that. That's what I'm saying. Like, this technology is very old, and and they reset this motherfucker like for the seventh time, and 1,000 years is one cycle, I guess, or whatever, and then you have to impregnate Mother Earth, her, but artificially, not like nobody's since then nobody's like rised up or have risen like consciously, naturally. Okay, because they have access to this dimension and they suppress us. Maybe they modified our DNA, like literally with some animal creature, and made us look different, to create this. That's what they need, to make the gap between each other, to that we think everything is different, but we are the same. We are the same spiritually. We are the same. Okay, but we can't see that. So it's so interesting. So they just made us different, so that they can create racism or what, like that I mean, it's crazy. So this technology is very old. So it's not just 100 years old. Like they got this technology maybe not that long, but they could access this dimension like 7,000 years ago, and our ancient ancestors knew about it. And these people, like, I don't know what they are. Are they fucking I don't know what, or are they just humans that wanted to rule or whatever, and they had access to it too, and then they slayed the giants first because but they were like not evil or something. They were like gentle giants, like, like the dinosaurs was, but with maybe they really like mixed the DNA from giants and reptilians, and made us small and more vulnerable and shit. I mean, it's so interesting. So I want to keep looking. I want to keep watching this.
Zip it up, and they take the bag back on the plane. I go back up the stairs, and the captain is standing there, and he's pissed off, and he was with my partner at the time, and we go sit down. And as we sit down, my partner says to me, when the captain came out, he said that whatever is in the bag crashed the TSA security system. So it came from the captain, not me making it up. And I doubt that the captain would make something like this up.
They found this old stone that had this power, okay, from ancient times, and he's talking about this story with the pilot and the security. The stone crashed the security. You know what happens now is the same technology, just computerized, like how can you say it? It's the same story as the plane crash, okay? This civilization crash, like this reset, like this back to the ancient times, like when they said they say like we came from Adam and Eve, and Adam literally means beast or cattle or something that is to be farmed. Like I said before, like they literally farm us. And I don't know, either we are like sacrifices, okay? So they, every 1,000 years, that's why they farm us. They eating us too, of course, and they manipulate us, and they fuck with us, and they play with us. But like, maybe we are just sacrifices like that. And now I don't know what I wanted to say, because somebody like, maybe we are just like sacrifices. Now they don't want to let me speak. They just let me speak. Just then. Just right now. So maybe we are just sacrifices for them, so that when the new cycle begins, they kill us. Or they like literally are a different species or race, but I don't think so. So like I said, they hacked God and shit, and they understand everything. They understood that like 7,000 years ago. Like I said, it's the seventh time. That's why 7 Up. That's why all this bullcrap. Okay, and this man here knows exactly what he's talking about, and everybody knows that this with me is just the reset. Okay, so that people watch me and it's gonna backfire. Then they can kill you, but the people don't understand that. Okay. Exactly. We are all sacrificial lambs. It's like very crazy. And the Bible, somebody, not God, wrote the Bible. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like a story. It's like, because people say, you know what, this and that happens, and it's written in the Bible. And I was like, yeah, of course it's written in the Bible, because somebody that got control over the system wrote the fucking Bible. You stupid moron. Like, can't nobody like figure that shit on their own out? I mean, that's crazy. So that's what we are. We are slaves. That's why Quasi-Luminous said we humans are slaves, because when you read books and when you read like that's why there is religion. Okay, that's why the stories are similar, because religion, you have to go to a religion. So many people, it's like a thing or whatever. So many people like read it and read it. That's how this story gets woven into reality, okay? We are the slaves. Actually, we are no slaves. We are very special, okay? Because we manifest the world we are living in, okay? That's why they say mind control and this and that. They literally mind controlling our mind, but they are mind controlling us with games, with books, with news, okay? Because they program the reality with that shit, okay? And it's by our own consent, because it's through us. The manifestation is through us, because we have the spark of God, the spirit, okay? And I'm like Einstein just right now, okay? So listen, and so we have the spark. Like, we could make a fucking literally paradise out of this motherfucker without any government, without anything. That's how powerful we are, okay? But they got us on the leash, I'm telling you. Okay, it's now time to wake the fuck up, okay? Like I said, religion, it's religion. It's like an military slang for like, yeah, military soldier, okay? And it's not supposed to be like that, but because God is something very different. That's why they had to create this so-called this duality God, or like this thing where it points down and up. I don't even actually know, but I don't think it's good. Like, this duality shit is not good, because that's how they control us. That's how they can maintain their powers and stay queen and whatever the shit and rule over us. Okay? This duality shit. Because they balance out. As long as they balance out everything, they can reset this motherfucker. Okay, so it's not good. Actually, there is no evil. There is just good, but they don't want us to evolve, because then we would be powerful, and then we wouldn't accept anybody that is ruling over us. That's why they don't want us to know that we got the spark. They calcify our third eye. They manipulate our food. They let us eat animals, so our DNA gets mixed with animals. Like, we are like cattle. Okay, like, we are literally cattle. I mean, that's just crazy. So, yeah, now I got off the topic, but yeah, it's very important. Everybody should listen, okay? When they let me speak like that, you have to listen, because it's the truth most of the time. So now, slaves, books. That's why it's very crazy, because your eyes. That's why they want us to look at all these murderous shit, okay? Because you curse yourself. When something gets into your eyes, it's like cursing, okay? That's the real voodoo. And when you like curse somebody out, like, it's not that you're doing something to that other person. You like cursing yourself and everybody that's around you. If it's good or bad, there is white and black voodoo, you can call it, okay? And if if somebody there is this who's guilty, can I get a witness society shit, okay? If it's good or if it's bad. That's why they have to create these cults that are good too, and like, you know, these peace and love and hippie shit, and but they are like these right now with me. It's this evil voodoo shit, okay? Because this is hexing yourself too, because you witness that somebody wants to do something or wishes somebody something bad. Actually, you should say, no. I don't want you to do that, okay? That would be godly. That is God, okay? And they want you to turn your back on God. That's why you bend. That's why it's designed like that. Everything with me, it's by design, okay? They are freaks. They have all this knowledge. They can go back in time. They can see everything like that. I mean, it's astonishing and it's very interesting. Okay, that's voodoo. When you curse somebody, when you wish, and when you really, really mean it. Like with me, you know, I'm not that person. And my perpetrators always like talking very bad about other people, but it's not me, and I know it's not me. I will not, like, I'm not, but when you let yourself, when you give in to that, and when you become that person, and then you're evil, okay? It's different. So now this person knows exactly what the fuck is going on, even with me, okay? It's the new reset, okay? I'm not supposed to die. You just have to hex yourself so that they can recycle your fucking soul and fuck you over in your next lifetimes. I'm telling you, these people don't have love in their hearts. They don't have none of that, okay? They are like completely on the dark side, okay? And they have this technology where they can watch you and you can't see it, okay? That's the inspiration of these Hostel movies. That's why I hated when my perpetrators only make these murder documentaries, and I just fucking hate it. I hope this is still recording. And I fucking hate it because I don't know what they want to do. They want to make pedophiles and murderers out of all these kids and rapists and men that hate women and shame women and women that are not don't feel secure. Yeah, that too, but not. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing right now. Okay, so what I can tell you, just be a good person. You participate. And you will not change it because the system will not let you be a real hero and point that shit out, okay? So you participating. So now you have to be the best person you can be, okay? Period. Don't eat animals. That's evil. That's voodoo. That's black voodoo. Not good voodoo, okay? There's light and black, okay? So that's what I wanted to say. I rambled on a little bit, but it's important information. And that's why they're doing this with, and you know what the most ungodly thing is too? When somebody acts like they are nice and your friend and want to help you, but in actuality they have evil intentions. Just think about it. It's the most it's the lowest, most disgusting thing. It's so ungodly. It's so crazy. When I see these people, how they do to me and to other people, I just want to be with God. I want to be better. I want to I hope that people listen to me too and not just this bullshit. Okay, because I'm telling the truth. They let me speak to you because everybody's watching me. Okay. Just be a good person. Don't participate. Okay? Find yourself. Don't listen to everything that your head is saying or your emotions. Don't give in to that. Everybody is hooked onto the AI computer. Okay? I'm begging of you. Like, really. I know we are good people. I know this is difficult. I understand that. I can walk in your shoes, but you can't maybe in mine. It does not matter. Just now it's the time. Be good or be evil. There is no other way. You can't serve both sides, okay? Because if you want to be a little whatever, just be a good person, please, for the kids that have to live in this world, okay? That you are building right now, okay? That gets built. Reading your minds, mind control. That is gonna be a normality. It's gonna be normal in the future, okay? People persecuting other people because of bullshit and simple shit, okay? They wanna prepare you, your kids. Have a watchful eye over that, okay? But you can't do anything actually because they literally control people with their minds, okay? The people don't even know that they are getting controlled, okay? They don't know who they are, okay? They don't know what a human actually should look like because we are getting so fucked over by the system, and I'm mad about that because I'm just one person. Everybody else is two-faced. I'm telling you, it is like that. You can't trust nobody, and it's sad because you should actually, okay? They can create everything. You just have to be careful, okay? That's what I wanted to say. I don't know. I rambled on, I know, but that's what I wanted to say. I want to watch that to the end, and then this very interesting thing is over, and maybe you can watch his channel. I think it's Matt Fossils. I watched him back then too, and I find it very interesting. Because nobody is interested in that. Isn't that crazy? Everybody's watching me, and they find like stones that have DNA in it, like stones, like flesh, like body parts that are morphed into stones, and nobody's interested. From giants even, nobody's interested. That is shit that should be talked about, and should be these people sitting there and have no idea. And I'm sorry, I could be one of you, okay? I'm just learning a little bit, okay? Because they show me, and I know it's tricky because they can let you not understand something, and in the next moment you can understand that. That's how they can manipulate your mind, and it's just insanely crazy, you know, because it's just crazy. And now with me, everybody knows now, okay, and nobody will do anything about it. That's really sad, actually. So I think it's Matt Fossil University or whatever, I don't know. Roger from Matt Fossil also has been presenting this here on YouTube for 10 years. You guys need to credit this man. Where is your... Okay, Roger has them. I want to watch him after that too. It's very interesting. And here is another, The Power of Atlanteans. The quest to understand what the ancients were searching for and why they fought to protect it has begun. Led by a young researcher and explorer brave enough to go anywhere. So that's what I want to watch after that. But I want to continue.
From reliable sources, a captain that flies a big plane, that I suppose I have to trust him, that tells me, and we now have, I guess, some sort of scientific proof, used very advanced technology by USA Homeland Security, that gives us scientific proof that the Taurus stones are advanced ancient technology, because they crashed the TSA security system. Apparently the computers and everything went down. Boom. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. But... And
maybe it's just a
then
story.
I'll share more again on Sunday about this technology, but that brings me to...
Because you can never forget, there are so many agents, okay? And they always telling a story, and maybe not meaning it direct, but like it has a double meaning to it. You always have to remember that.
The Wonderstones. This is a picture from our conference in Johannesburg in 2011.
But I felt
when the brilliant John Hund came to me, and he brought his collection, small collection of his Wonderstones, or known the Klerksdorp spheres. They among on the list of the top 10 most mysterious artifacts found, and I got one of these for my museum in about 2008 as a present from my friend Roger. So I put the Klerksdorp sphere on display in the museum, and I don't have a picture of it. I couldn't find one, so I'm using this picture. And then, and then suddenly, about 6 months later, I walk into the museum one morning.
I just wondered about, like, how old is this program of getting rid of people? How old is it, this pedophilia shit? I really wonder, because since they can manipulate us, okay, we are not like that in the natural state, okay? Pedophilia is a program, a mind control program, okay? Well, no, maybe it's not that old, but it would be interesting to know that, I guess.
And the stone, this Klerksdorp sphere, this precious stone that's 3 billion years old, cracked. A crack appeared in the stone. You know, trust me. So I get given this precious stone, I put it on display, and within 6 months, I break the stone. You know, the stone cracked. So I feel this sense of guilt. I broke the stone. You know, Roger entrusted me with it, and I broke it. So I'm wondering what the hell is going on. So what do I do? Do I glue it together? What do I do, you know? So I thought, well, let me just leave it and see what happens. So I left it, and the crack got bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually I walked in there one day, and the stone broke in half, just lying there in 2 pieces. I was just shattered. I thought, okay, well, I don't know what's going on here, but something here is not good. And I just left it. And then the stone started to crack again and broke into more pieces. Then it stopped. It stopped breaking. It lay there for several years without breaking into more pieces, until the other day. I walked into the museum and I found that the stone was cracking again. And here's a little video of what's going on. I recently noticed that my Wonderstone that cracked and broke some 11 years ago when I first put it into the museum.
Babycorp hat eine neue Babymilch entwickelt.
Du willst es?
Into several pieces, has developed a new crack. And this is a very significant new event here in the Stone Circle Museum. That's what remains of the original Wonderstone. These are known as the Klerksdorp spheres. They're mysterious stones that are billions of years old, and many people believe that they're actually made by intelligent beings, that they're not natural formations. And this is a huge breakthrough observation, because this stone that was given to me as a gift for the museum in early 2008, after about 6 months of me placing it in the museum, cracked and started developing a big crack, and eventually after several months just split into 2, and then it continued breaking and splitting more and more. Eventually ended up in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and a few smaller ones. And it's been like this for at least 10 years now. And then suddenly I noticed the other day when I had a tour group in here that the large piece has just developed a new crack. And this is a huge new, I guess, discovery, because there's the crack that's busy developing. And I'm not sure what the stuff is that's growing on this. This is part of the ongoing research and investigation that has to happen here. But this Wonderstone has now developed a new crack, and that piece there eventually will break into 2, and who knows if it continues breaking into more pieces. That dark spot in the middle is the centerpiece of this stone, this wonder stone, or the Klerksdorp sphere as they are known. And this is a huge significant event, and I will go into deep explanation why this happened, because now I finally have an irrefutable probability, statistical argument, I guess, if I can put it that.
So he's talking about like this that this stone is cracking in half and in half and in half and is not one anymore. I guess he's referring to like what they want us to be, like this this split person or whatever. When we actually there is this bridge between our hemispheres, but like they fuck with that, I guess, so that that there is duality, I guess. That's that there can remain duality and people can rule over us still, whatever the shit. I guess that's what he's trying to tell us.
Why the stone broke and why it suddenly started to crack again. So, let me finish the story.
And my perpetrators just told me that that I'm watching this because they want to do something, like maybe be loud in the other room today or make some noise, you know, that I open the door and shit like that. Maybe they it's mind control, you know. It's not the people that plan that shit. It's my people. It's my people that mind control me. Whatever. So maybe it's gonna happen. As maybe they are getting on my nerves today. Let's see. We'll see. Because it has everything in it, like Africa, stones. Because you know what they want to do to me? They want to let me not close the door properly and with the key. Oh, now I forgot that. And they want to like crush my head with a stone. Yeah, that's really they intend. Just imagine that, and that is voodoo. And that is black magic. But not with me, but with the consciousness. Everybody that looks, everybody that's watching is getting is fucked pretty much, because you will not do anything about that, or will say, yo, don't do it. So maybe that's gonna happen, because my perpetrators always like they always let me watch something that has something to do with something they planned. It's always the same, always, okay? And like I said, they have control over all my devices. They decide what I watch, okay? I'm not in power here. I'm sorry. I'm just the messenger. So let's keep going with these stones.
And the story is that when I met Credo Mutwa, I asked him about the Klerksdorp spheres. And I said, what were these? And he said they were ancient sources of light. They were used like light bulbs. They were very sensitive to frequency, and at a specific frequency they would just become light, give off light. And I thought, oh, Credo, you lost your mind, you know, that's sorry, dude, man. And then, you know, have you...
Just that, okay? It's so crazy. They cyborg us now, but they had this technology forever. It's crazy, but very, like, not with all these metals and devices, but like with stones and syncing it with frequencies, you know, and they could measure them, and it's just interesting.
Looks like a light bulb. Look at these, you know. If you look at this thing here, if I'm telling you that you put a frequency through this thing, it's going to become really bright. You believe me if you've never seen that before? Of course not. So, of course I didn't believe him. And until you see that, you put frequency through a light bulb and it comes to life. So, guess what was lying 3 meters away from this Klerksdorp sphere? The Taurus stone that crashed the TSA security system. Since then I removed it and it's been at my home. because I don't want to bring that into public space because it could kill people. No, just kidding. But who knows? It's so. And then about a year ago, I got gifted, or not gifted, I bought a bunch of Taurus stones from one of the farm laborers on a farm about 100 kilometers away. I went and picked up a whole bunch of these Taurus. See the Taurus stones that are in the middle of the table display? All those ones and more that I put under the stone that's on display, the Wonder Stone, about a year ago or a year and a half ago. So that Wonder Stone had cracked into these 6 pieces, and then I removed the Taurus stone from the museum, and then a year ago I put new Taurus stones close to it, and within a year it developed a new crack. So it is now pretty evident that it was the Taurus stone that crashed the TSA system that caused this Wonder Stone to break into many pieces. Now these other new Taurus stones have caused it to start cracking again. This is huge. And this makes me believe that maybe Credo Mutwa was right. And maybe these Wonder Stones were actually sources of light in ancient times when exposed to subtle frequencies. And that brings me to the end of this presentation, really, to tell you that I'm busy building a new Stone Circle Museum, for which I require funding. So for those of you who love this work and my research and what I'm doing, I've been doing this alone for 12 years now, funding it myself with the sales of my books, with doing talks like this, and the money that I earn from my tours. So if you have deep pockets or rich friends and uncles or families, please go on to michaeltellinger.com and make a donation so I can finish building this museum. This is what it looks like at the moment. The wall's actually a little bit higher than this now, but we're making good progress. But I need funding to finish it. It's a precious, important museum. It'll contain all these important artifacts displayed in a world-class museum so that it is worthy of the displays that it carries. And I thank you for listening. Thanks for being here, and enjoy the...
So that was so cool. I think it's so interesting. That is interesting.
And the cone-shaped tools is a critical bit of information.
So
and that brings us to
they have like ancient text and shit. Okay, where they show, oh my god, fuck. Where they show that we are actually slaves. We are made to be slaves. So what kind of slaves though, Are they like, because not everybody is getting eaten, so I guess maybe it's not some reptilians underground they want to eat us, so but I guess it's like literally families, people, whatever, that have all the knowledge from all the times, and yeah, that rule over us. But did they genetically modify us or change us? That is a question, okay? And why do we look different? Oh my god, it's interesting. I just wanted to show that because I watched this stone person back then, and I found it so interesting because I was like researching this this phenomena with these silica tree stumps, these giant mountains that were supposedly like big fucking trees, and it's just so interesting. I mean, this life is so boring. I mean, it's so little. Everything is so little, and in ancient times everything was like huge. And it's, don't you think it's interesting? I think it is. So yeah, till the next video, I guess. Bye bye.